It's your girl, Bosslon.
And it's the show, you know.
Hey, y'all, what's up, man? Y'all locked in to Levels of Konvo. So what's up, man? Before we get started, man, I want to ask y'all a question, man. You know, how everybody doing? Everybody good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good over here. How y'all feeling?
Well, I heard you was going through some things, so.
Yeah, I had some personal things going on. I had to,
That nigga
get back.
left you. No, just
That ain't had nothing to do with
oh,
no
did you leave
nigga.
that nigga? Stop playing.
And baby, don't no nigga leave me. I do the leaving.
Okay. What up, Shay?
I do the leaving, okay? Ain't no leaving over here.
I've been busting my ass. What about you, Show?
I'm good, man. I've been busting my ass too, working, doing the job, day job, after work job, and the podcast. So just grinding, man, trying to get it,
Yeah, you grinding. Okay, cool. Me, man, you already know I've been
Yeah.
busting my ass, so y'all already know what's been going on. I've been
Ooh, busy.
man, so damn busy, man. I ain't got time for myself. I ain't got time to even stay awake and sleep. So
He
also,
said he ain't even got time to make time.
make time. Fuck, now I need 35 hours in a day. So today what we talking about is money everything, or is it not? And what I mean by that is money, like I've always said, and people put me on record of saying this, is I'd rather have rich problems than broke problems.
Right.
And I had a conversation on my TikTok channel earlier, and I had a lot of people that got offended. So I want to start with Show. So Show, what you think about the money situation?
So, I mean, money makes the world go around, right? But I can say that money's not everything, because being a person that's had a lot of money, made a lot of money, not bragging about it or anything, but I worked in pretty good positions where I made 750 a year, 750K a year, so to make that for 15 years of my life, um it was good money, you know what I mean? And did it make my life better? Yeah, where I was able to not worry about things, not worry about my bills, not worry about where I wanted to go, when I wanted to go. But just like
So
everything
what
else,
made it
right?
worse?
What made it worse is that you start, getting to a certain point where it becomes unsatisfactory. Like you still chasing more, right? And because you're trying to live you're living at a certain level that you've never lived at before, also.
Yeah, so you try to keep up with that level of living.
Right? Because you never had it. Being a kid from the projects, and from growing up in Southside, where you were so excited about when I first got out of that area, to say I'm never going to go back there, to see the pinnacle that I've hit, that no one in my family's ever hit. First one to ever buy a house. I bought my first house when I was 19 years old. It was the first one, to have my own brand new car. First one to be married and stayed with my wife for 32 years, still to this day. So, but going up that escalator,
I Soldier Boy.
right? So going up that escalator, though, when you
you the first dude.
When you get to that top, though, you got to always remember there's a lot of people that are envious of you when you're at that top that you've grown up with.
Fuck yeah.
Right. And so,
Yeah.
the haters come out, and I never paid them no mind, but I grew up with a lot of these cats that,
So it kind of hurt your face. It kind of fuck with your heart a little bit.
A little bit, because they
really?
they weren't where I was
at.
Do. You know what I mean? They weren't where I was at, and I felt bad that I couldn't. I tried to get them, because I put a lot of dudes on to, working with me and getting them money, getting them in positions where they could have, followed the path of success that I did. And a couple of them did it, and they're still doing it, and they thank me for it. But the ones that didn't do it, that you had to, say, listen, I'm sorry, but shit ain't working out. This just ain't for you. We got to part ways. It's not friends, it's business. And people can't understand that. They can't separate that, and then I had some issues, during that time period also where, shit just didn't go right. In the bit, as I was at the pinnacle, you get even people that in the business world that I was in, where they get jealous seeing a person like me and like you, our
Yeah.
color, getting to
Oh,
that
yeah,
level.
black. Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? And we get to that point where they're like, "Who the fuck this nigga think he is?"
Yeah, and then
Once we get a chance that we can, move him out of that role, we're gonna make sure we try to like blackball him from this business because he getting it too easy. He getting it too quick.
So what you think? What you think about it, Bosslon?
I'm gonna touch on a little bit what Show said when he said money makes the world go round. I feel like that too. Money does make the world go round, but money is the root to all evil too. You got to think about this. It's people that got money that's millionaires that unalive themselves because money did not make them not want to unalive themselves. That's why I say I feel like this. It's so
You
many
sound
people that are
sorry.
trying
You
to
said other
make.
live like we on TikTok.
It's so many people.
You can
It's so
say
many
kill.
people
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
think about the cars and the saying the look of being rich.
Yeah.
The look, the persona of you being this person that got all this money. But what if you this person that got all this money and don't know what to do with it?
Exactly.
And you one of these people that don't pay your taxes, and now you owe the IRS all this goddamn money. Like they say, more money, more problems. Because
Mm-hmm.
now
Well,
you
I
got to report that. You
well
know
I
what I
tell
mean?
you. Well, I tell you this. I agree. I agree with you about the money make the world go round. And this is what I was saying. Right? Is money isn't everything, but money is everything at the same time. So it's like right now, your car break down, right? And you like, I need to get my car fixed. You ain't got no money, you can't get your car fixed,
Right. It costs to live. It
right?
only costs one time to
So if you
die.
can't get your car fixed, guess what? Then you got to
Mhm.
find a way to go to work. You got to find a way to get to your job and stuff, right? But if you got money, you can get a car fixed. You say, you know what? Fuck getting that car fixed. I'm just gonna buy a brand new one.
Mm-hmm.
Transmission go out. Fuck it. Give me a new one. So what I
Right.
say about money being everything is I think it's a double-edged sword because I think money is everything to a lot of people. Money
Mm-hmm.
ain't everything to only a few people. Most people do not want to be broke.
Yeah.
Who wants to really struggle? If you go talk to somebody who really wants to struggle, and you in what you said, show is when you get to that pinnacle, it's a lot of envy. And some people rather not have the
Uh-huh.
money because they don't want to deal with the envy. I
Mm-hmm.
understand that. I get that. Boss Line said some people, you know, kill themselves, unalive themselves.
Yeah,
Um,
motherfuckers off
like we
themselves
on
to have
TikTok,
money.
but
Because I'm like, damn, I think about it like this. Like, if I had all that money,
but
I
see,
would have
but
damn sure
but
off
but
myself.
but think about it this. A lot of them people had issues before they ever got money. So see, people got to remember that too. So if you a person that's a happy person, ain't got no fucked up thoughts, and you was never like a drug addict and nothing like that, when you get money, a lot of the times you're not gonna be that way. A lot of people that actually did drugs or like they already had issues before they ever got money though. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of these people that be ball players, you say, why you go out there and buy 4 cars and 6 houses? You know why? Because he was buying Jordans when he couldn't afford them. He was buying
Right.
Coogee and all that when he couldn't afford
Well,
it.
he couldn't afford that shit.
So now that he got 30, $40 million, now the items are gonna be bigger. That's all it
Mm-hmm.
is. It's gonna be bigger. Instead of buying Jordans, he's gonna buy a Bugatti he can't afford. You get what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
what happens. And I just believe that money is something that they made that we need. Even if in Boss Line said money is the root of all evil, I have to bag the differ on that. I don't want to say money is the root of all evil. I will put it as people that use money is the root to all evil. Because you can't really say the money itself.
No,
But it's
what I was meaning by that, not to cut you off, brother, what I was meaning by that is people would try to hurt you over your own money. You know what I mean? Like when you know how people be trying you be rich and people try to break in your house or rob you and just because you have money. You know what I mean? That's why I say the more money you get, the more other people watching your pockets and
but
trying to get your money.
and yeah, you right about that. But I don't when they say more money, more problems, in a way, I think that's what's that term I'm looking at? I think it's exaggerated. That's the word I'm looking for. Because can I tell you, be honest with you, I done had less problem the more money I made
Mm-hmm.
than what I had when I was broke.
That's a fact.
You know, I'm just being honest.
No,
You
no,
know,
no. That's a fact.
you
I
know
mean,
me because it's different when a motherfucker asks you for money when you got it. But
correct.
it's crazy when
Okay.
motherfuckers asking you for money when you don't got it. And they
Correct.
keep asking you when they know you ain't got it. Like, nigga, I'm in your same boat. Why the fuck you ask me to buy you a cigarette? You get what I'm saying? You feel me? So I don't know if it's more money, more problems. I just think that when you get more money, you live your life differently when you don't really have to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think about it. Somebody like Adam Sandler, we just gonna put him out there. Why you think nobody goes and go crazy when they see him walking down New York when he out there playing basketball? Why you don't think people tugging at him and all that? Look how he dressing.
Correct. You
Look
don't.
how he's showing who he is. He goes to the Oscars in fucking shorts and basketball shoes.
He's
He's
just
not putting
being
himself out like that.
correct. He's being who he was originally.
But somebody like Jay-Z couldn't do that.
Correct.
You
Because
know
he
what I
used to
mean?
flaunt it.
Because he's wearing all this high-end shit. So it's different. So if you making $100 million a year or every other year, or you worth $100 million, do you really got to live in a house that's $20 million house?
No.
Stay modest. Keep it modest. So if you are making 400 million and you living in $1 million house and
Right.
you driving just a regular car, you ain't got all the best toys in the world, I don't think you have to worry about that. The more money, more problem situation. You wouldn't have
Yeah.
to worry about that. You won't have those problems. So I think it's how you carry yourself when you get money. Agree or disagree?
I agree. I think that the other part of it is that you get I for one was I always said that once I go back to this pinnacle once again, I'm going to live it differently because I believe that one of the things I didn't do, which I always said once I did get there, was that I would not take care of people, but I found that the more that I did good with the money, it always came back. And the minute that I stopped doing those things because people felt like I was trying to flaunt it, it kind of made things start to go the other direction. So I'm going to live, my life for me where I understand that there's a purpose behind it because I've always been a person that's always been doing good since I was younger. Like, when my friends didn't have it, if I had it, we all had it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because that's just the way,
That's
and they
how I
can
grew up.
vouch. They'll watch this shit and they'll be like, "Yo, it's a fact." Because you know, I used to always be the one that used to hustle and get money, but I didn't want to be the only one with money. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I always wanted to bring everybody with me because I loved having my friends that where, listen, we all had holes in our shoes. We all had single moms raising us.
I'm still here, y'all. My camera just went off. Y'all
It's
good.
all right.
Keep going.
We all had single parents, that were raising us, in the projects and living in the low court was what we used to call it. And you know, once they saw that, the way that I would react when I came across some money or I had money, and when they didn't have, and I would always share with everybody, they started doing the same thing. And
Right.
it's those same principles, I think, that where, it falls back to the beginning of this topic, right? Money isn't everything, but it is everything, right? Because it actually can create bonds. It can actually help. The way it's all the way you're using it and the way you're working with it. You know what I mean? So that's why I always say that, I never chase money. I don't chase it anymore because it comes when it's going to come. And when it does come, I do good with it because I can't take it with me, when I go away. But I do want to make sure I leave something for my kids, obviously, because they deserve it. But long term, though, the end goal is, I think that you can't be without it, and because you can't do the things that you want to do. We all have plans, we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, places and things that we want to do and where we want to go. But you only gonna get there by having it, because that's the way the world is. So,
what about you? Do you agree or disagree,
I
Bosslon?
agree. I agree. I agree because, like I said, it costs to live. It only costs one time to die. You know what I'm saying? Once you go on that plot, it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Or throw it in the ocean when you get cremated like me. Go ahead.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, hey, look, nigga, fuck that. Don't put me. I don't
stop
want to go
damn
in no
playing.
motherfucking vote. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying it costs to live. So when you say money is not everything, because if you don't got no money for that rent, that landlord gonna put your ass out. You don't got no money for that
Unless
car
you
note,
doing
they
something
gonna
strange
repo
for a
that
piece of
goddamn
change.
car.
Unless you doing something strange for a piece of change and stay in that.
Unless you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be telling Nate, I'm in the bind, Nate. I'm in the
Yeah,
bind.
yeah,
Nate,
yeah.
I'm in the
That's
bind.
set
I
it
need
off.
that
He
money.
said, "Well, I can't help you." Come on, Nate. God, Nate
He
was
said,
all
but
up
I
in there.
need this money.
Y'all think Nate pulled out?
She was trying to scrub Nate up off her when she left up out of there, baby.
I don't think Nate pulled out.
I
Nate
don't think
said,
Nate pulled out either.
"Hell no.
no.
Why?"
I ain't see him pull out. All I seen was
Hell nah.
that's all I seen.
But yeah, so we was talking about business and business owners and stuff earlier, and what I was saying that we need people. Everybody can't be entrepreneurs, and I was like, we need people that's gonna um, cook our burgers. We need people that's gonna work at Dollars General. We need people like that. We need people that's gonna be there for 20 years. You know what I mean? We need somebody that's gonna do them jobs. People like, man, it's kind of messed up to say, but I'm saying you do need people. If you start a business, don't you want people to love your business, that they stay there and work forever and keep
Yep.
building your business up? You
Yeah.
don't want them to leave. Let's be honest. No company wants you to leave a company.
No, not at all.
They'll be like, stay here. We'll hire you up. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't want you to leave a company. No company wants that. So when a lot of these companies be pushing stuff like, hey, we gonna help you do this, take you through business school, and then they don't say we're gonna help you get an internship at a totally different
Right. They
company.
be.
They don't do that. That
No.
ain't their job. And it makes sense. But I think people that do have money and they, you know, unalive themselves, as Bosslon say.
Yeah, they kill themselves, bruh.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like a Robin Williams and stuff like that. They got issues. They already got issues. You know what I mean? They got issues that we don't know. A lot of people that jokes and stuff like that, they really they smile to keep from crying. You get what I mean? And that's why they're so funny. You feel me? Like a Jim Carrey or um, Mike Epps, like people like that, Cat Williams, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I would say is without money, what else do you have that's gonna keep your life going? My people say love. I know motherfuckers that live in a tent that's homeless and they got love, care, and respect for each other. You get what I mean? So what does that mean? What do they still living in a fucking tent with their dog under a fucking tree fucking every other night? No warm bed, no shelter, nothing like
They
that.
love to fuck at each other.
Yeah, but where the money at? How they gonna progress in life? What can they do? They got love.
Yeah.
They got respect. You know.
They got frostbite. Eating that ass at night in that damn tent.
She said, "Eat that ass." Yeah. So y'all see my son just came in on my podcast.
Yeah, that's what my son did. I had to get him up out of here.
Yeah. Can somebody come get Sakani? I'm on a podcast right now.
He's like, yo, you know, this the couch I like
Baby
to play
interrupts the Heat Level podcast.
You're supposed to lock the door. Yeah. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Get out.
We got a little intruder alert. He's cute though.
Oh no, I'll be down in a minute. That's what happens when you have the youngest. My grown ass kids, they'll be beating on the door. I had to knock their ass out. But yeah, they don't really come around much no more because they know, I'm on a whole nother level now. So I ain't fucking with y'all. You ain't fucking with me. We keep that shit pushing, y'all. You feel me? But and that's another thing, man. When like your kids, when they feel like you got money and stuff like that, they ask you for a lot of money. But even when you don't got money, they still ask you for money. So that's why I say it really doesn't matter. If I was driving a Pinto, they'd still say, "Hey, let me get that." If I was buying a Bentley, they'd still be doing the same shit. And that's just people anyway. They gon' do that regardless, money or not money.
Yeah, I mean, kids are gonna be kids. They gonna always. They always gonna ask. Yeah.
What you think? At the end of the day, would you rather really be broke? I have money. No, I'm just saying because you said money ain't everything, but let's just.
I just want to have money. I ain't gonna
listen. I ain't trying to be motherfucking broke.
Okay, now broke can mean you just don't make a lot of money. Broke can mean you make $40,000 a year.
That's broke.
Yeah, I know, but most people. But what is the percentage? Anybody know the percentage?
Yeah.
What is the percentage? I'm gonna look it up right now, y'all. So we can get the percentage. What is the average household income in America?
It's gonna be like 47,000.
I think it's 50,000. It's less than 50,000.
No, y'all finna be fucking surprised about this shit.
They finna say 23,000.
Well, it says in 2023.
Oh, it's got to be 80-something thousand.
80,000.
Yeah, it was 80 in 2023.
Average.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all think that's true?
Yeah, because you gotta remember the middle class was definitely thriving after COVID.
Yeah.
So you had the middle class that actually had a lot of businesses that opened up. A lot of them, did the right thing during that time period to create a lot of wealth. When a lot of the poor people weren't able to. So your household median income definitely jumped up by like $20,000 during COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then if we look at the top, the average income in Manchester, Massachusetts, is 95,000.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
California. Look, but this is crazy though. California is more.
Yeah.
Than no. It's less than Massachusetts.
It's less than Massachusetts.
Almost $10,000 less.
Well, you got a lot of farms there too, right? In California, Massachusetts, you don't have that farmers, so you got.
That's crazy. That's real wild right there.
So but look at the price though. If you going to California trying to get something, and Massachusetts ain't gonna be that high. And the average is 95,000.
Yeah.
That's why people say put your business in Delaware too.
100%.
Because Delaware has laws that's fucks with your business.
Businesses. Yep.
What? So at the end of the day, which one you rather be? Show.
Oh, listen, I gotta have some money. You ain't gonna have me broke out here.
But what's money? Okay, and that's the thing I wanted to ask you before I ask you there. What is having money? Because you say you used to make $750,000 a year.
Yep.
To a lot of people, that's a month. That's a lot of money.
Correct.
Right.
So for me, I'll be honest with you. I need to be at $1 million or better a year.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Because
that's what I was waiting to hear.
Because if you're not striving to get to that plateau, you're not able to enjoy life.
You really not.
Because you can't. Because you got to remember, to make $1 million, you're giving away 300 of it anyway in taxes. So you're going to really clear about 7.
Yeah.
So you can live off of 7 comfortable. But if you were making, when I was making 7 to give back 250 of it, to have 5, and then you still got more. You got, if you got a house that's in New York, that's $1 million. I mean, that's what the average house is, for a 4-bedroom home.
Yeah.
Your mortgage is $5,000 a month. So you're spending most of the money you're making
yes
in mortgage and taxes.
That's what I be trying to tell people,
so
man.
People don't understand, like, that ain't real. It's not enough money. I know $1 million, I'm good. Because I could tell you in 5 years, I ain't gonna have to work no more if I made $1 million.
Yeah.
Because I would know what to do with it.
You know what to invest. Yeah.
I know where to put it, what to do with it. How
you blew most of your money. Be real.
Oh, no doubt. I ain't even gonna lie. It's all in this house.
You just was blowing that shit. Wasn't even thinking, nigga.
I'm on an acre with an in-ground pool that I've been here since 2007. And
now when you go back and look, you like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, I do, but I know that the money's in the house though. So if I decided I need it, I could pull it out.
Yeah, but then you never know what it hit. Then you
That's why I can't pull it out now with these fucking interest rates.
Exactly, is what I'm saying.
Crazy.
But I'm just saying, you put it in the house, you basically put that money in a liability.
Yes. Yes.
If you would have did it differently, you would have invested that money with
100. I would have invested more of it. I invested some of it, but I would have invested 85% of it. I would have just been walking around with pocket change.
What you fucking said. If you know what you knew then, now, guy. What about you, Bosslon? Which one you rather go?
I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather have money. I will invest most of it, just like he said. Maybe not 85%, but I invest.
Nigga, that's how you do it. You can live off 15. Nigga, Bosslon, you can live off 15%.
Fuck all that. What if I lose the 85%?
You ain't gonna lose it.
You ain't gonna lose it. You gotta put it in different investments.
What if crypto people come through and steal my
Don't fuck with crypto. Don't look. This one thing. Don't put your
these goddamn scammers out here.
Don't put your shit in crypto.
I ain't gonna put my shit in crypto.
See, that's what's wrong. See, a lot of broke people be thinking crypto. They think it's a get rich quick thing. Motherfuckers that really got money in crypto, them motherfuckers
I'm
already
gonna just take my shit and go to Dubai. Fuck all that.
Now, you can't afford to live in Dubai.
Damn, with my million? Fuck.
I think you're gonna need more than $1 million to live in Dubai.
Need more than that.
If you want to live comfortably in Dubai, you don't probably need to you gotta make.
Fuck, I'm gonna go to Cambodia then.
Them
fuck
motherfuckers that go to Dominican with $1 million. Shit, he living like
these motherfuckers there.
Then you looking over your shoulder though every day.
Yeah.
They be trying to kidnap your ass.
Hell yeah, I got you for ransom.
Hey, that's why we was down there, them big old mansions, had them big walls and shit with barbed wire on top of that motherfucker. And the military outside.
Family letters and shit. You send money or we kill him.
Yeah. Hey, But hey, they don't fuck with niggas too much though. But I was with a white girl, so you never know. Yeah, they might be like, oh yeah, she got
But if
money.
you was down there, you was a millionaire. I know you gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh hell yeah. Oh yeah. I think people already knew that we had a lot of
Nigga,
money anyway.
yeah, buddy, you
We
got
American.
millions.
We American. First of all, this is crazy. We American, and I'm black. Say it's a black American here. He gotta have some money, cause we don't see a lot of them. That's just how they be thinking.
It's too much going on in Dominican Republic. See that club that crashed with all them people in it.
Yeah, I didn't go to that club either. I'm just saying recipes to all them, but
they said 189 people. I said, goddamn.
Well, so what happened was the structure collapsed. Yeah, it collapsed.
Yeah.
So you know, stuff like that happens, but you got to build better buildings. But any building can collapse. But remember, the building in Miami collapsed and killed a lot of people. So buildings can collapse depends on how old they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing.
Just hopefully you ain't the one in the building when it does. So at the end of the day, I think that money, I'd rather have money than be broke. I'd rather have rich problems, as I said, than broke problems. And when you ain't got a lot of money and you get a lot of money, first thing you need to do is learn how to invest, make your money make money. Because if you just buy things that's for your enjoyment, you're going to lose out every time.
100%.
The show will let you know that.
No, 100%.
Hey, let me ask you something. I bet that pool ain't making you 500,000 a year, is it?
Oh no, it ain't.
It might cool your body.
Hey.
But that motherfucker
don't worry
ain't
about
producing.
it. When show get the million, come over there and come visit.
You know what's going on with his pool right now? He paying motherfuckers the treatment that motherfucker. So that motherfucker is costing him money.
It is. It does.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Why you play so fucking much?
Yeah. But hey, Bosslon missed out on the third episode, so she'll be missing in the third one, but she'll be back in the fourth.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, she had a lot of, niggas leaving her and shit. You know how it go.
Man, my man ain't leave me.
He gone. Oh, he just got.
Don't worry about it. My man will be over here next week.
Oh, okay. Oh. And we're gonna get us some people that we can talk to. JR, I think is gonna be our first
nice.
Yes. And then we'll be chopping it up with him. And we gotta be going at him. We gotta go at him though. At him like, oh well, yeah. You on levels of Konvo now, Blair. Let's roll now. This ain't TikTok, nigga.
Like TikTok, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want to Mr. Network.
Yeah.
Mr. Network is very interesting dude.
Yeah, well, I got his number. So yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can do.
Yeah, because he's definitely
Mr. Network DJ now.
What was that?
Look, man, I inspire people.
I see.
I'm an inspiration.
I went past the panel and I was like, he holding panels DJing?
Yeah, I inspire.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's all good,
Keep it up, brother.
I'm gonna tell you sometimes. Some of the people that ain't on the live no more. It's a couple of people actually I didn't block that's not on the live no more. And I be seeing them go live. They be having their little one or two people.
Yeah.
That one or two people is crazy.
Man. And then when I come on that motherfucker, they make I'm the one that make the two. That's the thing. I'm like, oh, there's somebody named Wykeem. Like, hey, Wykeem, I go straight off that bitch.
Clock it.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. But hey, look, all you had to do, man, look, get you some fans first.
Get you a fan base first before you start pulling that.
Look, if you don't like my live, cool, right? Thing is, I got a fan base, right? So come over there, like Missy doing, and other people that are doing. Come over there and get you some people that like what you're doing. Then you go on your page, and then they'll follow you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They'll start saying, oh, let me see what this person got doing. That's what JR doing now. So when he does the pillow talk, right now he be having 14. Sometimes he be having 20 people on there. Then before you know it, it'll go up. Then he have 50. Then he have 100 people on there. Then it'll be okay. This is where we need to go at 7:30.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it works like that. But I'm glad we was able to do this, man. So you last words, 30 seconds. What you got?
Don't be broke. Get that money.
Okay, don't be broke in that money. What about you, Show?
Is when you get it, invest it. That's all I could tell you. Invest it so your money works for you. You're not working for your money. Those are the rich man's tips.
And I'm gonna tell you what I got to say. All y'all motherfuckers are not entrepreneurs. If you're a good burger flip that burger the best you can. Stop trying to be something you know damn well you ain't gonna be.
All right.
Be real to yourself.
That's right.
If you know you ain't gonna get up early, bust your ass, don't try to start a business. Don't do it. Don't work for somebody. Be true to yourself. Hey, facts. Once again, I'm Wykeem.
I'm Bosslon.
And it's the show.
And let them know that you were locked in to what?
Levels of Konvo.
He got it, y'all. Hey, y'all, we will see you on the next one.
Hey.